I'm Dr. Paul Nathan. I'm a GP in Littleover in Derby. I'm particularly interested in the use of family history in primary care to identify people at risk of genetic disease. I feel that we don't make proper use of family history data in primary care, and I feel it's time to change. Some consultants in secondary care are interested in family history. Part of the problem we have is that when we're relying on patients and their memory, both in secondary care and in primary care, some of the details are lost, which may be actually quite important details. So there are lots of kind of difficulties with the current system that we have around obtaining accurate data. And then the problem is, how do we use that information rather than just leave it buried in your records? How do we actively use that to identify whether that means there's a higher risk for you as an individual sat in front of your GP. So it's really important that we start to capture this information in a different way. We need a total rethink on the way we use this information. And the main points of what I'm trying to suggest is, if patients could give consent for their own information, and it would be specific information, not everything in their record, to be linked with other members of their family, so that the decision support system could then identify whether their children or their grandchildren or their great-grandchildren were at increased risk. And particularly, these systems would then use, rather than use family history information, they would use disease-coded information, which is often a lot more accurate within the clinical system. So I think we all understand what a family tree is. So it might be you, it might be your parents, your grandparents, your children. And it's a kind of a drawing of the relatives that you have. It will determine whether they're at higher risk or not. They can be able to set up reminders for themselves or for their relatives in the future. The power is in the patient's hands, as they say. If the patients want to use it, it will be extremely beneficial for them.